Hi, Namaste. Welcome to the class. Thank you for taking the time to attend today. It's always important that we spend time to keep up our health. And whatever is the medium you choose, you need to be working at it. Okay, let's just go ahead and get started. In standing posture, you want to keep your feet together if possible, otherwise hip-width apart. Hands in prayer position or Atmanjali Mudra. The back of your thumb should be touching the sternum. That way you feel a connection. Slowly bring your attention to your breath. So you've got to feel the difference that the breath is making inside. So I'll say two things. You should bring your attention to your breath, and then you should bring your attention to your breathing. So it is how to breathe, and the result of that is the breath. Feel yourself grounded to Mother Earth, and for a moment think that you are on top of the earth. The earth is a globe, so wherever you are, you're at the top, and you're the only person on this planet. And you can feel this whole big entire earth supporting you, being there to support you. That's how you feel strong. As you breathe, listen to the sound of your breathing. And that's a good way to start, to center ourselves. When you have a lot of things to do and it can get overwhelming, centering yourself is the way to go about it. Now let's get to stretch a bit. So go ahead and work your fingers in and out. And then rotate your hands at the wrists. Okay, bring your hands to the front, hold the elbows, stretch your left arm to the left and look over the right shoulder. Stretch your right arm to the left and look over the right shoulder. So go ahead and try to stretch a few times. And release. Work your arms up and down a few times. Down, look over your left shoulder and your right. Back to neutral, and rotate your head so that you work the periphery of your neck. This is all about stretching and loosening up the insides so that we make way for the energy to flow within. And rotate your head in the opposite direction. Okay, come back to neutral and into Tadasana. Tadasana is mountain. Again, you can think of yourself as the lonely mountain, but still strong, because you feel this entire earth supporting you. You got to feel grounded, feel that connection to the earth with your feet. Then with each inhalation, imagine that you are drawing up the energy that the earth has, all the fire and energy in its bowels. And you can draw that onto yourself and feel strong. So when you have so much strength behind you, there is no challenge that you can't solve. There is no amount of work that can overwhelm you. So release your arms, and then let's try the side bend. So take your right arm up and you want to bend to the left. So you've got to feel a good stretch on the opposite side, on the right side. So again, this is about opening up, right? So as you inhale, direct the energy to that open space. And fill it with energy. And slowly release. Let's try the bend on the other side. And slowly release. Okay. Some days you feel tired, some days you feel energetic, so you got to adjust your yoga routine to that. Okay. See what you can do and do what you can. Okay? Now let's go ahead and try the Vrikshasana, or the tree. So stand on your right leg and fold the left into the right. And the leg should be open to the side, that way you have hip rotation. If you find this hard, you can always just keep the leg up in the front. Okay, see, whichever you can hold. And it's always fine to use a chair for support or a wall for support. So go ahead and give that a try. Keep your eyesight on the ground in front of you. Hands in prayer position, if free. And then releasing, shake the leg. Now try the Vrikshasana on the other side. So standing on the left and folding the right into the left. And releasing. Shake your leg. So we're getting started with the energy flowing. Let's continue with that. Let's try a different posture. So go ahead and get into a stance with your feet about 3 or 4 feet apart. And then what you want to do is to lean forward and rest the hands on the mat or floor in front of you. So just position your hand so that your spine is parallel to the mat, as parallel as possible. Left hand centered between the 2 feet. Take your right arm up, look at the ceiling into a twist. Hold and breathe. Now release the right hand down and take the left arm up. And release. Okay, now what you want to do, lock your hips in space and walk the fingers away, head down, lengthening your back, hold and breathe. And now walk the fingers back and back to prayer position. So again, you can feel that energy now flowing within, at least I can feel. Hope it's the same with you. Now we want to turn to your side and let's gear up for the sun salutation. First into a back bend, okay? So we're going to hold the back bend and breathe. Try to release your lower back. Nice deep breaths. Now you want to hinge at the hips and slowly rolling your spine into a forward bend. Take your time, slowly letting go of your trunk and head. Let it pull on your lower back. You can hold the elbows with the other hand. And come back up to neutral. Now for the sun salutation. Let's try the half sun salutation. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, trunk up parallel to the mat. Hold here and breathe. Try to keep your spine lengthened, lower back flat as much as possible. A few breaths here and again exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, trunk up parallel to the mat. Hold and breathe. And then exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend. back to prayer position. So this is the half sun salutation we tried. Now we are going to try the intermediate sun salutation. So walk up to 3/4 of your mat. You start as usual in prayer position. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, lunge. Take your left leg to the back. You can sit down here and downward dog, and then stretch, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, downward dog, right foot ahead, lunge, and standing forward bend, exhale. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. One more time, inhale, back bend, exhale, standing forward bend. And then inhale, this time right leg goes to the back, lunge, and downward dog, and then stretch, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, downward dog, left foot ahead, lunge, and standing forward bend, exhale. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Let the breathing settle down. So from here, let's get down to the mat and into the squat. Keep your toes about hip width apart. First sitting on the toes, and then see if you can lower the heels down to the mat. If not, you can just keep rocking on your toes. That way you loosen up your feet. Now if you can, bring your hands into prayer position, pushing the knees out from the inside. And what this does is to help you lengthen your back. So you got to sit up straight and take nice deep breaths. So you got to feel the energy reaching down into your lower energy centers. The Manipura chakra at the navel, and then the Swadhisthana chakra 4 finger widths below the navel. The Manipura chakra is the seat of fire within, so that's where your energy keeps burning, okay? You can think of the sun there. And then the Swadhisthana chakra is your seat for creativity. Also, it stores the results of your past actions. Okay, so that's a good chakra to meditate if you want to get past a block, something holding you up. Now, place your hands in front, walk the fingers away, head down, hold and breathe. Good. Now let's, you want to stand on the mat on the knees. If you find this hard, you can try the same as you stand up. Okay. Keep your feet about, knees about hip width apart. Place your hands in the hips and into a gentle back bend, which is the camel, half camel. Push your hips out to the front. Again, you're opening up the lower chakras as well as the heart center, heart chakra. So as you breathe, let the energy converge onto these centers. Let them converge, let them energize. And come back up to vertical. Now what you want to do is to take your right hand and place it on the right heel and raise your left arm up. Keep pushing the hips out to the front. Hold and breathe. And release. Try the same thing on the other side. So left hand on the left heel and right arm up. Hold and breathe. And release. And let's sit down in diamond posture, Vajrasana. If you find this hard on your knees, you can sit with your legs crossed or sit on a chair. Diamond posture is one which denotes stability, like a diamond. So place your hands in one another. It's a good meditative posture. Keep your thumb fingers pressing into each other gently. Imagine a source of energy in your hands. As you inhale, draw that energy onto yourself. As you exhale, just let go of all thoughts, let go of all negativities, which the source will gladly absorb. So try this visualization and breathing a few more times. So from here, you want to get into a table position, hands below your shoulders and knees below your hips. And then roll your back up and down. So inhale, tailbone up and head up as you arch the back towards the mat. As you exhale, push the spine into the ceiling, chin into your chest. Try this a few times. Working on your spine one vertebrae at a time. And back to neutral. Now what you want to do, raise your right leg up parallel to the mat and extend your left arm to the front, look down, hold and breathe. Back to table and your left leg up now and right arm to the front, look down again, hold and breathe. release. And once more, taking the pressure off your arms for a moment, sit in any posture you like or in the diamond posture. Now from here you want to get into that plank. Okay, so hands on the mat and lifting yourself up. Now if you find this hard, you can use your knees to support you. Hold as long as you can. For about 8 breaths is a good measure. Good. Now want to release and now sit down in easy posture. Take your hands to the back, hold the right wrist and gently pull it down and bend towards the left knee, keeping your spine and back as lengthened as possible. Head down, hold and breathe. Come back up to neutral. Switch hands at the back, hold the left wrist, pull it down gently. Again, you want to bend towards the right knee. Hold and breathe. So as you pull the left wrist down, it opens up the top left of your trunk, right? So as you inhale, just rest your attention there. And come back up. So all the energy, if your body is compressed or your muscles are compressed, they can't flow. So that's why you got to open it up and let the energy flow into that space. That's the whole idea here. All right, now let's try the twist. So go ahead and place your right hand on the outside of the left knee and you're going to turn to your left and back. Try to sit up as straight as possible. Look over the left shoulder. Hold and breathe. Come back to neutral and this time twisting to the other side. So left hand on the outside of the right knee and you're going to turn to your right and back. Make sure both your sit bones are in contact with the mat, and the idea there is that you don't tilt to one side. Okay, so you try to maintain balance and the weight distributed between the two sit bones. Look over the right shoulder. Nice, deep, slow breathing. and come back to neutral. Now try the seated bound angle Baddha Konasana. Keep your feet together in front. Hold the toes, pull them up gently. Press the knees down into the mat. So what this does is it frees you up to breathe well. Your spine and core, they open up, ready to accept the infusion of energy. Let's enjoy the breathing here. Now what you want to do with each exhalation, you want to bend forward, letting go of your trunk. Take your time. See how far you want to go and then stop and continue to breathe well. Come back up. Okay. Now let's go ahead and stretch the legs out to the sides. Raise your arms, lengthening your back. Slowly as you exhale, reach down towards the left leg, left knee. Take your time again. You want to give yourself about 5 to 6 breaths to settle into the posture. Then hold and breathe for about 8 breaths. Come back up to neutral. Again, raise your arms and gently bend towards the opposite side, towards the right side, right knee now. Again, give yourself good time to settle and hold and breathe for about 8 breaths. And come back up to vertical neutral. Now go ahead and get both your feet together in front on the mat. So this is going to be a little challenging. So you want to place your hands at the back, fingers pointing away, okay? And then into the reverse plank. So you're going to lift the hips up. Just hold as long as you can. Maybe 1 breath or 2 or 3. Try to hold for about 8 breaths. If you can hold it, engage the top of your lungs as you breathe. release. Okay. Now let's get down to the mat, resting on the back. Keep your legs folded and then keeping your feet together, drop each knee to its side. So we did the seated bound angle, this is the lying bound angle. Use your hands to gently press the legs down, let your lower back arch up naturally. You have to feel the spread of your shoulders at the back on the mat. So if you raise your arms, you'll feel them settling down. Now let's just hold and breathe. And then slowly bring both the knees together. Stretch your right leg out and pull the left knee into your chest. So you got to apply a healthy amount of pressure on your abdomen. Hold and breathe. Now, this is something we haven't practiced in a while. Take a deep breath as you keep holding that knee down. Hold your breath and then as you exhale, raise your head up towards the knee and forcefully expel the air through your nostrils. So back down, inhale, up, exhale. Do it a few times. And release the leg out. So this is a good posture to, release air from your body. So it's a good one to get rid of gas, for example. So let's go ahead and now pull the right knee into your chest. Again, apply a healthy amount of pressure. Hold and breathe. Again, take a deep breath, exhale up, inhale down. And finally release. Take a moment to relax. You want to try Shavasana. Keep your feet apart, feet falling to the outside. Arms to the side, palms up. Shoulders should be rested. If you're gripping your kneecaps, let go. Soften your calf muscles. and now slowly rolling to your side. You want to come up to a seated posture. So Shavasana is something you can try as long as you want. However, try to practice Shavasana way early than in the evening. It relaxes you so much that you might find it a little hard to sleep if you practice it late at night. Okay. Now we will kind of wind up the session with rapid breathing, or also called I forget the name for now, but it's rapid breathing. So what you want to do is inhale and exhale fastly, okay? Fastly, like as though you're pumping air out with a bellows. So let's do that about 10 to 15 times is one cycle, and then try to do 2 to 3 cycles, okay? So you're using your diaphragm to pump the air out. It's all shallow breathing, shallow inhalation, shallow exhalation, but it happens in quick succession. So let's try a couple more times. You're going to feel lightheaded, but in a good way, okay? It shouldn't make you any uncomfortable. Let's give it a try. One more time. Again, you get a nice lightheadedness in and around your eyebrows or the forehead. So for a moment, rest your attention between the 2 eyebrows at the Ajna Chakra. Just be aware of the space and see what is happening inside. So peace, feel the peace inside, note the balance. Try to maintain that balance for the next half hour. Don't engage in any strenuous activity, and pass the peace along. Okay? Thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.